Alright, in this video, I'm going to explain to you how to get over writer's block, and more specifically as well, what it actually is a symptom of. Okay, but before we start with this video, if you want to see more videos like this that are basically educational and trying to help artists like yourself, you can click the subscribe button and you'll see videos like this in your feed. Okay, so let's begin. Basically, writer's block, alright? This is how it normally works, okay? So, writer's block is where you run out of inspiration to create. Okay, so you might be a writer, you might be a musician. Okay, you could be someone that just creates medias in some sort of way. Okay, but you run out of inspiration and you don't feel so inspired anymore. Okay, well, the thing is, art is just an expression of yourself. Okay, and it draws from your experiences. Okay, and how you see them as well. So ultimately, what it really is almost like having an empty fuel tank. Okay, a writer's block is basically having an empty fuel tank. It's like you're trying to drive a car, but you've got no fuel. It doesn't make sense, right? It's almost like impossible, and it's frustrating because the more and more you try, then the more and more frustrated you get because you're not able to go anywhere. What you need to do, okay, is you need to start filling up this fuel tank. And you might be thinking, okay, how do I fill up this fuel tank? Like, it's almost imaginary, you know? Well, what you need to do, you need to live, okay? This sounds dumb, all right? But to live means to obviously like experience things, okay? To go through exciting things, to almost go through trauma as well, okay? By doing all of this, then you will start to find some inspiration within art again, okay? To create, okay? Because that's all it really stems from, our own experiences. Because even, because this is how it works, right? My English teacher, who is much wiser than me, and he was my favorite English teacher as well at school. His name was, I can't actually say it just in case, but basically, he said that all of us, we were all like 17-year-olds, all right? He basically said that all of our stories were going to be pretty bad, okay? Now, this was meant to be motivational, but the reason why they were going to be bad, okay, is because we didn't experience much of life. So what we're basically doing is basically finding our footing, and it wasn't going to be very good, okay? But the more and more we write, the better it will get. But the thing is, again, it acts like a fuel tank, okay? But as you write more and more, you're basically filling up this tank with experiences. That's what you need to do. You need to live, go through experiences, and then what you're going to do is you're going to reach writer's block again. But as you keep on refilling it with experiences and then emptying it just by creating, the quality of everything will get better. It's almost like this fuel quality is increasing, okay? Instead of like using oil, you're just going to be using like nuclear, what do you call it? Uranium, I guess, all right? That's basically what you're doing as you create more and more. And writer's block, it will almost seem almost more dramatic, okay? Because you probably knew, if you've been creating for a while, let's say like 5 years, you can obviously tell a difference in your maturity, in your creativity, and what you create, okay? Things can seem maybe a lot more complex and a lot more defined, but as you create, it'll just be more mature, okay? So this is actually, like, this is how writer's block actually works. And if you've gotten along this far to this video, I congratulate you, because not a lot of people, surprisingly, cannot get this far without basically scrolling down to the comments. If you haven't scrolled down to the comments, I highly urge you to check this out. Okay, so I've actually opened up this new private community. Okay, it's on school and it's basically a bit like Reddit, but then we're basically going to bring together ambitious artists to be able to collaborate, to meet up, to have to keep ourselves accountable, because this is the thing, ambitious artists, all right, we are like flames, all right? If you're watching this far, you're probably ambitious as well, okay? We're like flames, all right? Flames can do a lot on their own, but when you bring them together, you get like a blaze, or you get like a fire, and then this, it's almost like this fuel tank you add on someone else's, all right? And then you dumped it on there, they dumped it onto you, and then you have this raging fire then, okay? It's like that. I think having this community would be fantastic. And if you've gotten this far anyways, I highly urge that you just check out the link in the description and just think about it, okay? Hopefully this video was helpful though. And If you want to see more videos like this, you can subscribe, you can leave a like, maybe even share it with someone that you think would find this video really helpful. Other than that, I will see you later. Bye bye.